Iraqi Dinar Guru Opinions April 27, 2025. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. April 27, 2025 Newshound Guru Claire article. High-level Iraqi delegation holds talks with the World Bank and IMF in Washington. Quote. According to a statement from the Ministry of Finance. Finance Minister Taif Sami Mohammed, Central Bank Governor Ali Al-Alaq, and their accompanying delegation participated in the annual spring meetings of the World Bank Group and the IMF held in the U.S. Capitol. The minister and the central bank governor further participated in the ministerial meeting chaired by IMF Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva, attended by finance ministers and central bank governors of IMF member states. April 27, 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground Report. Firefly. Kuwait is now here in Iraq. We know their rate is around $3.30, so why would we be doing deals with Kuwait at a program rate of $13.10? Mr. Sami says, there has to be at least bottom numbers or a range of what the rate will be for all these companies and countries here signing deals. Frank. All these companies coming into Iraq have a memo of understanding but not signed contracts, which is a big indication that we're still waiting for the new exchange rate. Kuwait is another indication that the world knows the truth about the monetary reform of the Iraqi dinar. Everyone is preparing for it. April 27, 2025 Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z, via PDK, articles in Iraq are saying they have completed everything for the ascension into the WTO. And they are in the final stages right now. From the press in Saudi Arabia we have been told Iraq has definitely finished everything necessary for their World Trade Organization ascension. They have done all the work, shops etc., and now many believe they are doing the final steps right now. It's kind of wild that we have not heard anything for a while, and now they seem to be in a mad dash to get it done. April 27, 2025 Intel Guru Bruce, via Wiser Now, some of the highest rates are already in place and moving up, Dawn and Dinar. They're really excellent. April 27, 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru MNT Goat article. Speaker of the Arab Parliament to al-Sudani. Baghdad in reality is completely different from the misleading media image. Quote. Arab Parliament Speaker Mohammed al-Yamahi on Sunday. The speaker emphasized that the reality of Baghdad differs sharply from the misleading and negative images I have been telling everyone. Your perception of Iraq today may be stuck on one from 30 years ago. As investors we have to rise to the occasion and see reality. Iraq has changed so much in just the last couple years. If this progress continues, all the prophecies about Iraq are going to come to fruition. April 26, 2025 Newshound Guru Militiaman They, Iraq, are talking about buying gold. Gold is a hedge for the central bank. They're advocating that gold, even at close to $3,500 in the last few days, is going to go higher. They're suggesting it's going to go to $4,000 this year. April 26, 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru Walking Stick We know, via Iraqi bank friend Aki. That the lower notes are sitting pretty at the CBI to be distributed to the banks that have been selected, that are trusted and licensed, the ATMs in and out, all the exchange centers and Iraqi citizens purchasing power. April 26, 2025 Newshound Sandy Ingram We are all waiting for a payday from our IQD investment regardless of how long it takes. I personally have been so disappointed and upset over the time it is taking Iraq to revalue, float or whatever they are going to do with their currency. The more research I do the more I understand why it is taking so long, hidden behind the curtains. The US is embedded right in the middle of the delay. Hopefully the rumors are true that the current administration is trying to help Iraq change things. April 26, 2025 Guest Boots on the Ground Guru. Maxis FNULNU is wrong. Iraq is at a standstill right now. There are many apartment buildings that are just shells that I can see and there has been little or no work done on them for the 6 months that I have been here. I talk with my local, Iraqi, employees every day about what's happening here. All of the projects that this person, Guru FNULNU, talks about are just promises. April 26, 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26 article. Al-Sudani's advisor. Iraq's foreign exchange reserves are fine. When Sudani says to the Iraqi citizens, our reserves are good, it doesn't mean they don't have to raise the value of their currency. It means they can raise the value of their currency. The reserves are going to support the new exchange rate. April 26, 2025. Intel Newshound Guru Mark Z. Via PDK. Article. Iraqi delegations holds talks with the bank and the International Monetary Fund in Washington. There is a high-level delegation meeting with our administration from Iraq right now in D.C. They are holding talks with the Bank of International Settlements, BIS, and the International Monetary Fund, IMF. And they have cleared the last hurdle for ascension in the World Trade Organization as a full-blown member. Many have stated for years now that we should have a new rate on the dinar before they ascend. So all these talks are very encouraging to me. April 26, 2025. Newshound Guru Claire article. Rubio. An Iraq free of malign influence is vital to regional stability. Quote. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio reiterated on Saturday his country's support for Iraq's sovereignty, which preserves stability in the Middle East. A strong, stable, and sovereign Iraq, free from malign influence, is vital to the stability of the region and the preservation of U.S. interests and opportunities there. Rubio wrote in a post on Twitter following his meeting with his Iraqi counterpart, Fuad Hussein. April 26, 2025. Newshound Guru Militiaman. It's quite clear. Iraq is going international. Once there's a free flow of capital into the country, this whole development road project is going to be fully underway. I think that's why you see so many countries still knocking on the door. We can tell by looking at the data. Iraq is set for internationalism. April 26, 2025. Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Firefly. Sadani says our goal is to meet the needs of the Iraqi market and stop importing from abroad. It looks like he wants to follow in the same footsteps as President Trump. He wants us to build our own stuff. Frank. Yeah, made in Iraq. That's pretty cool. Also, he says that because he knows the only way to meet it is with a new exchange rate. April 26, 2025. Intel Guru Bruce, via Wiser Now. There's been a question about the contract rate on the dinar. The contract rate would be available for those who had projects. What is that? What do you mean? It's humanitarian projects that we are creating to uplift humanity. Whether it's in your city, in your region in the United States, like Rebuild America, or whether it's something international, like Rebuild Internationally. And I said there was a rate that's called a contract rate. It's pretty much tied to the per barrel price of oil that Iraq is selling their oil. Now this rate has fluctuated. Now it's hanging in the low 80s. There's a little trading range in the low 80s, which is a fantastic rate. And yes, you do have to have projects. If you have dinar and you're doing projects that you can type up, print out an outline of what your ideas are, and bring a copy to the Redemption Center. Just a simple review qualifies you to be able to receive the contract rate on your dinar. April 26, 2025. Intel Newshound Guru Mark Z. Via PDK. Comment. Iraq's Foreign Minister and Deputy Prime Minister Fuad Hussein is in Washington, and he will meet later today with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Mark Z. He has now landed in Washington, D.C. It will be interesting to see what comes out of these talks. I am pretty excited about it. I am hearing they will be talking about the RV release and the security that goes along with it. That is the rumors from D.C. and Iraq right now. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: IraqiDinarChat.net